Tonight we said goodbye to Ricochet, and in 5 days, hopefully, we're saying hello to a brand new world champion at Clash at the Castle. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It was the final Raw before Clash at the Castle. Hopefully, the final Raw where we see DAMIAN-Priest as the World Heavyweight Champion, because it's just not been that good, okay? The guy is boring. Maybe it's not his fault. Maybe he's better than Cody Rhodes. But that isn't really the measuring stick. Just because you're a little bit more interested in the Cody Rhodes, that ain't enough for me, brother.
It ain't enough for you, brother. Well, let me tell you something, brother. He is better than Cody Rhodes, right? His title reign's been better. I'm not having no ifs or buts or whatever. It's been better. I'm telling you, I'd rather watch 3 hours of DAMIAN-Priest than 2 hours of Cody Rhodes crying about his dead fucking daddy.
And speaking of better, I think we can all admit now, I don't know if there's anyone out there still claiming that SmackDown is the A show. If we just compare Raw and SmackDown, Raw is so much better than SmackDown now, it's not even close. SmackDown is 2 hours of absolute shit. I get it, Raw's 3 hours. Having that extra hour doesn't help, but you get way more interesting things on Raw than you do on SmackDown. On Raw, you've got a better champion than SmackDown. You've got a better female champion than SmackDown. You've got CM Punk on Raw, you don't have him on SmackDown. The Judgment Day are way better than this new version of the Bloodline. There's just more interesting things happening on Raw. What's really happening on SmackDown? Nothing. Can't even think of one bloody thing. But tonight,
Commentary team's much worse.
Yeah, commentary team's much worse as well. I mean, Raw's just got so many better things going on right now than SmackDown. I just look at Raw and you're looking at Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Judgment Day are better than the Bloodline. The Chad Gable stuff's doing really good. The Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio stuff's doing good. There's just so much better things happening right now on Raw. So yeah, let's talk about it. It's DAMIAN-Priest, Drew McIntyre. They kick off the show. McIntyre, in 5 days, I'm focused at Clash of the Castle, and I'm going to become the new champion. Drew says basically that Priest needs the help of the Judgment Day, that he cannot beat Drew without them. DAMIAN-Priest then cuts a kind of boring promo and makes an ultimatum. He says, "Tonight, Drew, you can take on this guy, and if you beat him, then the Bard for ringside." So, Drew tonight taking on Finn Balor. If Drew beats Balor, the Judgment Day are done. They're not going to be at ringside at Clash of the Castle, but when Finn Balor beats Drew, according to Damian, they can be at ringside, not because Damian needs them, but because he wants them to see Drew McIntyre get embarrassed in his home country. And DAMIAN-Priest kept emphasising that we would be in Drew's home country. I get it. We're in Drew's home country. We're in Piper's home country. We're in the Unholy Union's whole country. We already know that, or else the latter fuckers there wouldn't even be on the show. Only Drew McIntyre would be on a premium live event if it wasn't in Scotland, so they don't need to keep pushing "it's in your home country." I mean, we know that.
We know it. I mean, that's for DAMIAN-Priest.
See if it wasn't in Scotland, Piper Niven would be at McDonald's and not inside a wrestling ring on Saturday night. So let's just keep it 100% real here.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what the Unholy Union would be doing.
Probably some left
wing in the park or something.
Left wing rally or something. But anyway, DAMIAN-Priest, it's just very boring. Sometimes I think he's alright, and then other times he just bores the tits off me. Hey, Drew.
What I will say is, though, DAMIAN-Priest makes boring work a hell of a lot better than Cody Rhodes. I think DAMIAN-Priest suits boring, if that can even make sense.
Yeah, I think his character suits it more, like the...
Well, nobody suits boring like Lance Storm.
No, but I think being this, like, gothic guy, bisexual Undertaker, I don't know, boring can work. When you're the face of the fucking company, boring can't work.
Yeah, basically, Drew McIntyre says, "You gotta respect a man that's willing to dig his own grave. I'm gonna beat Finn Balor. And I hope you on Monday are man enough to shake my hand, because on Saturday, I'm going to embarrass you, humiliate you, and I'll be standing here next week, World Heavyweight Champion. I thought it was an okay promo.
That actually sounded like Drew. There's half American in there.
Damn. Despite me saying that Damian Priest is boring, I think Damian Priest is alright. I just can't really make an argument for him being world champion when you got Drew McIntyre on the best run of his career, but...
We're not taking the piss, right? I actually think Damian Priest has had a better run than Cody. Hands fucking down. It's not even just a case of, oh, you guys are saying... No, I actually fucking believe that. And it's not because he's been good. It's because Cody's been so bad. Oh, but what about AJ Styles? Cody's... All the best things in Cody's reign have came for the other people, in my opinion. AJ and Paul.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much it. With Priest, I would say, he's been alright, but obviously Drew's outshone him in this bit. But anyway, let's move on, damn it.
Yeah, let's move on, because we go backstage. Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan are in the Judgment Day's clubhouse. And let's just put it out there. How the hell can anybody at this point be saying that Rhea Ripley is hotter than Liv Morgan? I'm not getting it. I'm seeing people saying, but Rhea's got a better face, Rhea's got a better body and all this stuff.
She's got a dick.
Says who? Yeah, I mean, these people that are gay for Rhea Ripley, maybe they think she's got the better body because she looks like a fucking man, and they maybe think she's got a Batista-sized penis inside those trunks, but that's the only way that you can think that Rhea Ripley is better than Liv. I mean, Liv Morgan looks better than Rhea Ripley in every single category. I just honestly don't get it how people can see it otherwise, but I mean, whatever. Dominic Mysterio goes in, Liv Morgan's there looking hot. She says that Dominic deserves a gorgeous guy like Dominic Mysterio deserves a woman that is willing to call him daddy and not a girl that makes him call her mommy. And you know what? Fucking agree. Not really so much on the Dominic gorgeous thing, but he's a good looking guy.
I tell you what.
But I've been saying this. It's like, see, Dominic, this guy will not get fucking over running around and calling, I was going to say China, calling Rhea Ripley mommy, right? It might be funny for a wee bit or whatever, but see, long term, it's just not going to work. It's simp material. He's not going to get over that way. He looks like a badass, you know. He does look like that sort of Latino heat. He's got that Eddie Guerrero vibe, and yeah, I mean, he might have been calling China mommy, but you know, long term, it just doesn't work. And that's what I've been saying. The guy needs to move on for Rhea Ripley because he's never going to be anything when he's under Rhea Ripley. How can you treat a guy serious that is running around calling a woman mommy and acting submissive to this? What? Now, I get it. Maybe the fan base that are left watching wrestling, they're fucking into that. Maybe they think that's great. But the average person just wouldn't respect Dominic. They wouldn't take him serious.
Yeah, absolutely. But here, all this mummy-daddy talk, I guess you could call Rhea Ripley daddy too, if you wanted to. Hey, you with the broad shoulders, brother. But
well, that is true. But anyway, Liv Morgan's point is, you should be the daddy, not fucking Rhea Ripley. And that is why Liv Morgan is a way better fit for Dominic. If you want this guy to be treated serious, then that needs to happen. Also, Dominic was in action tonight in the ring, and I didn't think that was going to be the case. I thought he was out for 9 months, but yeah, he was wrestling tonight, so who knows?
He must heal quick.
Liv Morgan gives Dominic her hotel card and says, you know, I want to see you later tonight. And this would remind you of something that you've seen in the Ruthless Aggression or Attitude Era. I'm not saying it was great, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, they're definitely testing the waters these days, and this is a much better way of doing it than sexy fucking Red shaking her arse. Right, anyway.
Yeah, but it's crazy because the same people that would bash the fuck out of this or you know, are praising Sexy Red for twerking and humping the mat. It's like, you know, this is acting, this is a storyline. This makes perfect fucking sense. Sexy Red shit makes no sense. Just some fucking street rat coming in and, you know, acting like a fucking hooker. I don't get it.
Not acting though, it is.
Well, that's true, but I thought this a pretty decent wee backstage segment. So far, so good. Raw has been alright. Then we go into Io Sky versus Lyra Valkyria. I mean,
Raw goes for alright to shite.
I'm just not really interested. What can I say? Decent length match, but that's not really.
That's not.
That's not a positive.
That's not a pro. That's a con. But we've already seen the match. And Fire Valkyrie, right? In a 2 month.
What the fuck did you call her there?
Fire Valkyrie.
Sounded more like Fire Valkyrie.
Right, well, fire. Well, you could fire if you want, but I mean, she's had 2 months on the fucking main roster, man, and she's already had matches with pretty much everyone on Raw.
She just feels like another person there.
No, but they pointed out that she's already defeated everyone in Damage Control.
Yeah, I mean, we were told that, Fire Valkyrie, she's gonna be the next star. She's getting pushed. She's getting push. She's getting this like special treatment, special attraction. Feels like a big deal. Just feels like someone that's been on the Raw roster now for years. Yep. Doesn't feel like a new member of the Raw roster. Just feels like she's there.
I tell you what, though, this is SmackDown related, even though Liv Valkyrie probably should have beat Nia Jax. I think there's more chance that they do Nia Jax against Piper Niven at SummerSlam than they do Bayley Nia Jax. And I think if Bayley loses to Piper Niven,
career's done.
I would say so. I think that's more marketable. Two
actually
bastards going at it.
Oh, who's going to sponsor that? Burger King?
Aye, Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes, KFC. That's plenty. Let's move on.
Yeah, anyway, so what happened next? Io Sky won. Good for her, I guess. It was a 3-on-1 beatdown, and then Kaden Carter and Katana Chance stormed in to make the save. Probably going to lead to a 6-woman tag match very soon. I'm not excited for that, though. Are you?
No.
No. Right, okay.
When's that going to happen? I mean, come on, man. Liv Valkyrie went for teaming up with Becky Lynch like 2 weeks ago to this. Fall for grace.
Dominic then tells Carlito in the Judgment Day about what happened with Liv Morgan. Carlito says that it's cool that Liv gave Dom her room key. Balor doesn't think that it's cool, so...
Because he's gay, though. He runs about with wee fucking ribbons and wee LGBT flags. He'd rather a fucking Drew McIntyre gave him his number.
Where's the sexy Scotsman's key? I don't want Liv's. The line starts behind me to get into Drew McIntyre's bedroom.
I want his sword, brother.
Take me to the sword. Anyway, right, I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. I mean, what's Carlito? I'm a big fan of Carlito, but it just feels like he's phoning it in right now. Like, you know, it's like, I'll take a paycheck, why not? But then again, can you blame him? Look at everybody else at Carlito's thinking, hold on here. If Triple H can bring all these bums back, then I deserve to come back and make some money.
That's it, though. Because everyone else fucking sucks.
But if we're basing it on talent and charisma and personality, then Carlito should be a world champion, especially in this era.
Yeah.
You know, you could maybe argue, maybe 2004, 2005, there was a few people in front of him, but fuck me. I mean, what's the excuse?
He's essentially carrying the bags for JD Madonna.
He's prospecting.
Aye.
I mean, JD McDonough shouldn't even be a prospect. Don't know what he would be. Fucking guy that stands outside. That is a prospect, I don't know.
The door opener guy? I don't know.
Anyway, up next we have The Miz asking Sami Zayn if he knows what R-Truth is. We get a segment here, but this just wasn't that great, really. I don't care. Miz, Sami Zayn. I think the R-Truth stuff's getting a bit bland, you know. I get it. R-Truth's a funny guy, but...
He's mentally challenged.
You know, just constantly getting groups mixed up every single week. I just don't really feel the need to do that. I mean, it's funny once, maybe not so much every single time. We then got a Ludwig Kaiser promo that I actually missed, so, I mean, I can't say it was good, I can't say it was bad, but he did enter himself into the Money in the Bank match. So far, I believe it's Ludwig Kaiser and Jey Uso. Didn't have to qualify
What's
or anything
everyone else
like
waiting on, then? If you can just enter it?
Yeah, what's going to happen to the guy that enters too late? And
why doesn't the Judgment Day be like, well, here, there's
all of us are entering
there's
it?
4 free spots there.
Exactly, so it's what it is, but for some reason, no. I mean, we only get Ludwig Kaiser in, so there you go. Second match, Braun Strowman in the LWO with Selena Vega taking on Carlito and the Judgment Day. So it's Carlito and the Judgment Day, not just the Judgment Day. Carlito still not in this group for whatever reason. Nice to see Dominic in the ring, because I did think he was out for pretty much the rest of the year, but I guess not. Liv Morgan comes down, Dom's like, you can't be here, you need to get out of here, and then obviously she's on the apron and he stands on the outside, and I mean, you could see this spot coming a mile away, I guess.
Vega missing her cue. I'd say by about, a good 5-7 seconds.
Well, really, and I wouldn't say that, because they need to have time to argue. He needs to have time to tell her to get down off the apron.
No, they do, but I think once they finish the conversation, then that was the time to help her.
But my problem with this is it's just not organic. Like, Why couldn't they just have like a guy, like one of the guys in the match, just bounce off the ropes, or get like Braun Strowman Irish whips fucking, I don't know, Carlito or something?
you're
like
right,
that.
though.
But it's almost because we can't really have a guy make physical contact with Liv Morgan and send her to the outside, so we'll just have Selena Vega. Like it didn't really make any sense for Selena Vega to get in and do this. What beef does Selena Vega have with Liv Morgan?
Yeah.
None. Liv Morgan wasn't attacking like Rey Mysterio. She wasn't.
She was actually distracting a guy you're against.
Yeah, Liv Morgan wasn't beating up the LWO, so it just made no sense for Selena Vega to get in there. And people, I think little things like that. I'm not saying it ruins it, like, but it's just annoying that. For me, Braun Strowman Irish whipping Carlito into Liv would be a lot better, it'd be more organic. Plus, then maybe you could have another wee backstage segment where they're pissed at Carlito because he kind of, forced that situation into happening. I think that would have made more sense than Selena Vega randomly getting in the ring and doing it.
No, it does, but again, they can't do men on women's violence, so it's pathetic.
Violence? It's fucking accidentally bumped into
I know, but that's the whole reason she's in there, and also, I mean, it's just distracting a guy you're against. It's not like just distracting fucking Rey Mysterio. It's Dominic.
I just didn't think it made any sense, but Braun Strowman and the LWO get the win, so good for them, but you know what, I just cannot stand Dragon Lee.
No, I don't. Oh, I'm going to jump off Braun Strowman's shoulders. What a fucking loser.
Is that no Ricochet's gimmick?
Yeah, it is, but obviously Ricochet is no longer here.
We then got an Eli Dragonov promo. It's alright, I guess. Any thoughts on that?
A different breed in NXT, I was boring. Here, I'm very boring.
But, that was your Gunther impersonation.
I know.
Sound the same, don't they? Like,
They're both fucking Eastern European, aren't they?
Oh.
Fucking make my tires sparkle.
Anyway, so...
I crawled, I struggled, I screamed. I cried in pain. I sucked on Gunther's nipples the odd time too, amigo, but hey, let's go.
Tonight we're getting Dragonov versus Breaker. And I'm not complaining about it, but I don't think we should be having two recently called up NXT guys in a feud weeks. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
You've got the two guys that were just called up for NXT to Raw. If there's anybody else from NXT male superstars that just got called up and have been on Raw since the brand split or since the draft, then let me know. I can't think of anybody but these two. And then it's like, you put these two in a feud, it just doesn't make any sense. It just feels like an NXT match on Raw.
Well, that's it, though. And that's the problem with every match tonight. We've seen them before recently. Breaker and Dragonov, man, I feel like that match got done about 10 times. Not even exaggerating, but yeah. There is worse matches to be had, but you're right.
No, I'm not complaining. I just think it's weird that everybody on Raw, they're pairing these two up in a feud when they just got promoted for NXT.
Yep.
Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but I mean, it would be like Lyra Valkyrie coming to Raw and wrestling Kiana James.
Wouldn't make any sense because we've seen it. Come on.
Although she pretty much has wrestled everybody, so. Eli Dragonov, there you go. We then get Ricochet saying that he's gonna help Dragonov tonight. We then get the Sami Zayn Chad Gable segment. This
is the same shit every week now. Oh, what's Otis going to do? And it's like you lose that big like sense of like relief when he actually attacks Chad Gable. By the way, because they've teased it for about fucking 4 months.
Yeah, people seem to think this is great.
No, but
they did it with the Bloodline as well.
See when Kurt Angle turned on the Alliance, it was fucking. You thought he was coming out to attack The Rock. Not one person thought he came out to attack Austin.
Yeah, but
see if they teased it for 6 months, it wouldn't have been good.
They do this. Yeah, they do this a lot. They did it with the Bloodline with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, and I don't know. I think it's a bit cheap.
It's like
every single week. Oh, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? No.
Triple H and Michaels. Oh, let's get ready to, and he fucking puts him in the balls. You see if he teased it for 6 months. Even though Michaels wasn't there for 6 months, but no, it's everything's dragged out.
I think when you see a turn, you shouldn't see it coming.
Yeah.
See when Otis eventually does snap and takes out Gable, we're going to be like, well, fuck me, we've seen that. We've seen it coming for 6 months. Why would you want to see it coming? But people will bow down. Oh, great booking, Triple H. Is it really?
No, their logic will be, oh, he's teased it and we've been on the edge of getting it. Fuck off. It's not that good, though. Come on. I mean, no, it's fucking embarrassing how these people bow down to Triple H. What? I mean, no, but it's horrendous. Like, each week, you're getting about 3 spots where it looks like Otis is going to attack Gable, but then he'll move it the way and he'll attack Zayn.
Yeah, anyway.
Or he'll stand up and look at him like he's a fucking cupcake or something.
Sami Zayn defeats Otis. Not really surprising.
No, it's not surprising. There was just Sami Zayn will lose at Clash at the Castle, so therefore he had to win the night.
Will he?
Oh, aye.
I hope so. R-Truth then tells The Miz they'll be defending their World Tag Team titles against the AOP tonight. Truth referred to them as the APA. Ah, Jesus Christ.
It's just getting a wee bit old, isn't it?
No, it's getting a bit shite. Cody Rhodes will be paying NXT tomorrow night a visit, so I mean, that's a reason for me not to watch NXT. We got a Jey Uso vignette. Why are we getting a Jey Uso vignette? Vignettes are for guys that are supposedly just on the scene and you're trying to build them. We know who Jey Uso is. If you've got nothing for Jey Uso, then that's fine, but why the fuck's he having a vignette? Can you remember Rock or Austin or anybody relevant having a vignette when they're already established? Like, unless they've just recently had like a change of character or something like that, it doesn't make any sense.
Why doesn't Braun Breaker just enter the Money in the Bank, by the way, considering that he thought Pierce fucked him, and you can just enter it? What's stopping him? That is why you need authority figures, qualifying matches, and things like that. Because what is not... If other people can just be like, I'm now declaring myself for Money in the Bank. Well, what... No, I don't fucking get it, man. How can you whip it? How can these marks like JD for New York want a tournament fucking all summer long to determine, you know, the King of the Ring? But then...
What a horrible idea that was.
He'll pretend that just guys coming out and cutting 10-second promos, declaring themselves for Money in the Bank is Triple H cooking. Oh, get the Frankfurters out, get the fucking the chef hats out.
Imagine thinking the King of the Ring tournament should last for 4 months. Oh, you got one match every week.
No, but my logic is, well, how can he think that's good? But then guys coming out and just saying they're entering Money in the Bank is plausible.
Yeah, shouldn't
like
Adam...
a month after the King of the Ring tournament.
Shouldn't Adam Pearce be coming out and going, actually, you don't decide who's in these matches, I do?
Yeah.
You have to earn it.
But, yeah, well, I will. I think Nick Aldis feels more like the boss on SmackDown. Adam Pearce doesn't feel like he's running Raw. They just kind of like shoehorn him into certain segments that kind of need him.
Yeah, and then like if Braun's beating somebody, Braun, what are you doing?
Yeah, but do you not think, like, I'm not a big fan of Nick Aldis, but it does feel like he kind of runs SmackDown a little bit more.
He's the daddy.
Something gay like that. Anyway, Damian Priest then tells Dominic to put his foot down with all this Liv Morgan drama. Finn says he'll take care of Drew McIntyre tonight, so we get
I'll shove my sword up his ass, fella.
Fourth match, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus the Unholy Union. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark win.
This is the sort of match that kills the viewership, man.
Aye.
Oh, but they showed psychology. She went for ugly rat bastard face Shayna Baszler at the start of the match. I don't know what it was. I don't know what lighting was being shown, right? But Baszler looked better than Stark tonight, and I don't know what the fuck happened there.
With the lights off?
I don't know, maybe lower face.
Who turned off the lights?
Redecorated her fucking face like that on Sunday.
Anyway, right, what do we have next? Braun Breaker versus Eli Dragonov. So, get a big hard-hitting match. Breaker pretty much just destroys Dragonov. Beats the shit out of him. Dragonov, he likes pain, but I don't think he likes this much pain because Braun took it to the next level here. Spear on the outside. Could have ended in a count out. Dragonov drags his ass back into the ring just to eat another spear. And Braun Breaker gets a clean win. Good decision. You know, it's not often you see a clean win, or it's not often you see somebody beat somebody without having to return the favour the next week. But Braun Breaker's been booked the way I think he needs to be booked, because you need to win. So you want to book someone to be dominant, they need to be winning week out. You can't beat Dragonov 1 week and then 2 weeks later Dragonov gets the W back.
No, absolutely.
It doesn't work that way.
It's one of the best things Triple H is doing.
So far Breaker's either just battering people or destroying them in the ring. And he feels like a big deal right now. He feels like he should be a fucking world champion. Like, I just can't take it. Oh, he doesn't need the belt. How can Sami Zayn have the belt and this guy doesn't he?
But this is where it works, right? If this is a Money in the Bank cloth.
I thought he should have beat Gunther.
No, but we've already seen this match. So therefore, if you do it again, the stakes are a wee bit higher, Money in the Bank qualifier. Fucking pull the trigger and give the guy the briefcase. Yo, see if you give the guy the briefcase, he doesn't even have to have matches, he can just go around fucking killing people.
I thought he should have been the 110 Gunther's reign, but for some reason didn't happen.
They gave it to wee Syrian.
Sami. After the match, Braun Breaker's going to continue beating Dragonov. He runs round the ring, he's about to do a spear on the outside, and then Ricochet dives out of nowhere, hits a flying clothesline off the barricade, then they brawl to the back. We see Drew McIntyre talking to Sheamus. Hey, Sheamus, laddie.
Hey fella, how do you deal with your Irishman who wants to shove a sword up?
We haven't been seeing eye to eye here, fella. But Drew says that it's time for Sheamus to remind the world who he is, and he better be in Glasgow to put pints down with him. Sheamus says that Ludwig Kaiser has a receipt coming to him.
I'm doing Sheamus supports in Glasgow.
And wants a shot at the Money in the Bank. Sheamus says that if he gets the briefcase, Drew will know it's coming, and it'll be just like the old days. Banger after banger after banger after banger. So there you go,
fella.
What's going to happen here? Will Sheamus be in Drew's corner? Is Sheamus entering Money in the Bank? Sounded like he wanted to, but he didn't officially enter it.
Yeah, it's just fucking weird, isn't it? I mean, why not enter it? Why would you be against entering it?
Yeah, so we get that. Kathy Kelly had a backstage interview with the Final Testament. Boring. Who gives a fuck about that? Awesome Truth versus the Awesome Truth versus the Authors of Pain. I like Awesome Truth, but they're just not cool like they were back in the day. It's a really watered down version of them. Plus, they are a shitload older. Like
cigarettes, they're fucking going against the authority, and they're battering people, and they're hijacking shows.
They're smashing Cena, they're smashing Punk, they're taking on Triple H. I mean, what did they do now? They're taking on the Authors of fucking Pain.
What do they think of the APA?
What a downgrade that is.
It's the Albanian APA. Oh, crikey. It's the Albanian APA.
We then get Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods coming down to the ring. So, what's happening there? Not a lot happening. They help Awesome Truth win. So, thoughts on the match?
You can just tell. I mean, I like R-Truth, right? But he's fucking done in the ring, isn't he?
Aye.
And the Miz is just... Yeah, I wanted them to win the belts, but... I don't know, I think the tag team divisions are fucking rank rotten.
Team Kofi Kingston coming down to the ring. None of them are white and the AOP are shite. What's up?
What's up? But no, back to the tag team point. I think there's a lot of tag teams, but not one good one between all of them.
Yeah, there's you had to pick the best. They're bad. They all suck. Let's just keep it fucking real. You've got the AOP getting title shots on Raw. You've got DIY getting title shots on SmackDown. Enough said.
The fact that R-Truth just gets them all mixed up sums it up.
Yeah, if you were good, R-Truth wouldn't be getting you mixed up.
No.
The fact that R-Truth has to compare DIY to DX and the AOP to APA, it says more about these current teams.
Also, he gets Triple H and Shawn Michaels confused with DIY, which just proves that they're not fucking good anymore and they're booking shite and they're not cooking.
Does he actually? Are you sure it's not the other two he gets mixed up with?
No, he's called DIY DX and then he's called DX DIY.
Oh, gee, that's too far, Truth. What are you doing?
Nah, fuck them, they're both shite. They don't know how to book hee-haw.
And then up next we get Braun Breaker attacking Ricochet backstage and Eli Dragunov 2-on-1 and Breaker still destroying them.
Do you not remember? Triple H gave him the belts and he's like, oh, thanks, Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Breaker and Ricochet battle to the outside. Ricochet gets thrown into the production truck and then Breaker climbs up like these step ladders and does a big powerhouse slam, gorilla press, front slam, through the windscreen of a car.
It's so much better than Braun Strowman's, by the way.
Yeah, it was pretty damn cool there. It was like just like a power slam. Braun Strowman was like a running power slam. Braun Breaker's got a lot more velocity in his. And he goes right through the windscreen of the car. Braun Breaker then gets told to leave by the officials. See, I don't like that. I think the officials telling Braun Breaker to leave, then you see him leaving. It's a bit... I get it. He's not leaving because of their talent. He's just leaving because he's done his damage. But
yeah,
Back in the day, I thought the officials were more afraid, you know, and they didn't really want to get in there until the person had left.
They're more afraid of it's a woman these days.
Nowadays, the officials jump in and start laying down the law. You've done too much there, Bron. You need to go. Then Ricochet gets stretchered into the ambulance. Samantha Irvine runs to the back to check on him.
And dead! Ricochet!
He then, like I said, he gets put into the ambulance and he gives a thumbs up. Because I guess he's going to AEW and he's getting that Tony Khan paycheck.
She cried fucking more for Cody Rhodes than she did for her own husband getting their kilt here.
True. So
You want a fake belt?
I just don't get it because it's a good wee segment, but like sure, this is normally something they reserve for someone who's going to be out injured or taking time off.
Yeah, this guy won't be back.
If he's leaving, then
Vince would never do this. Vince wouldn't even have had this jobber on the fucking show.
But maybe this is the new era, and Triple H is like, you know what? You've been a good wrestler for us, Ricochet. I'm going to reward you.
I'm going to reward you, fella.
So I mean, it could be something to do with that, but yeah, Ricochet through the windscreen. I liked it. Braun Strowman or Braun Breaker even looking like an absolute badass.
It's a spot that would hold up against anything in previous eras. I'll go that far.
In terms of a beatdown kind of thing.
Aye.
So. Then we get the 7th match, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor main event. A decent match. Drew McIntyre defeats Finn Balor. He takes out the rest of the Judgment Day while doing it. This bans the Judgment Day to clash at the castle, but based on how dominant Drew is, it doesn't really matter if they show up anyway. He'll beat all their asses. So that's the Judgment Day out. I guess that leaves the door open slightly ajar for CM Punk.
Yep, he's going to jump out a bowl of haggis and lay the smacker down.
That seems to be it, because I don't really see Damian beating Drew clean, one-on-one, without outside interference.
I'm all for, right, Punk beat cost him, but if there's one Scots person who deserves to fucking win in Glasgow, it's fucking him.
Yeah.
It's no Lardass and it's no the two freak shows.
I think if Punk costs Drew, man, you're in danger of Punk becoming the heel.
I think we will. The crowd will fucking through him.
Maybe that's what they want, who knows? Anyway.
Maybe there'll be some weirdos in that crowd that'll literally shit themselves because they hear Cult of Personality and Punk costs them.
It's Scotland after all. Anyway, that was it. Raw's over. I thought it was alright. I thought it was an okay show, decent show. Some good things that I like in there. Braun Breaker, destroying people. Love to see it. Drew McIntyre, like I said, best run of his career. Thought the Liv and Dom stuff was alright as well. It was pretty good. And yeah, just overall, I mean, Ricochet, the whole shit backstage, the windscreen, it was good. I thought it was actually a decent Raw. I mean, yeah, you've got some things in there that I'm just not really caring about, like Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus the Unholy Union, Austin Truth versus Authors of Pain.
Take some of that stuff out and put like a Punk, Seth Rollins, The Rock in. I mean, it's much better, isn't it? Obviously,
yeah,
The Rock's much better than
well,
Seth.
yeah, no shit. But I mean, I thought it was a good show. I mean, maybe good. I mean,
it's a 4 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I thought it was decent.
I'll give it a 4.
4.5 out of 10, guys. Probably the highest rating Raw's had in a long time.
Since The Rock bloodied Cody Rhodes.
Could be it. So yeah, 4.5 out of 10. I liked it, but there is some shite on it still, isn't there?
Oh, aye. Shite.
Now, if this was a 2-hour show, and you just removed an hour of all the shite, then you'd have a much better show.
Now we're cooking with gas.
So anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Let us know your thoughts down below. Until next time, though, peace.